I've got to give you a quick and easy, quick and dirty rundown on how to determine how many plugs you need on a circuit or you want on a circuit and how many lights you can have on a circuit as well. I'm going to start off with the pie chart. P over I times E. Power is what's consumed. You watch how much the wattage is on a toaster. That'll be your wattage. So I'm going to say the power equal to whatever your wattage is. We'll just put it a W, okay? Pi is easier to remember, but for all intents and purposes, you'll see why it's going to be easier. I is a standard symbol for current. That's your breakerage. That's your breaker. That's your amperage. And when will that circuit trip? So we're going to say that this is the current. Okay? I is going to equal C for current. E is a symbol for voltage. Not going to go into why, it just is. So, there's your voltage. Okay, so if I went anything on this top line here, this divided by this will give me this wattage, divided by my current will give me my voltage. Wattage divided by my voltage will give me my current. Anything across, this times this will give me this. So let's say I have a 15 amp circuit where you know it's 110 volts, but it's a 15 amp circuit. So 110 volts times 15 amps, 15 amp circuit. Let me get my trusty calculator out. Okay. 110 times 15 equals 1,650. 1,650 watts. So I have my current voltage times my current got me 650 watts. That's the most you can put on a circuit with lights. It's as simple as that, but you'd never go that high. So let's say we want to say we've got 20 lights. Okay. 20 lights at 65 watts apiece. 65 times 20. Don't mind the chicken scratch. 65 times 20 equals 1,300 watts. 1,300 watts. Okay. Now, there's my watts. So 1,300 watts, 300 divided by my voltage, 110, or I'm sorry, my amperage, 15, whatever. I fudged that up. Okay, hang on. 1,300 watts divided by 110 equals 11. I don't know if you can see that. 11.88. So that means that is 11.8 amps. Okay? 11.8 amps. Let's go ahead and call that 12. Now, that's as simple as that for determining how many lights you could have. So I've got how many watts I have. I got 65 watts per bulb. I've got 20 of them. I've got 1,300 watts, 11.8 amps. Now, over here, so we'll wipe some of this off here. So I know that a number 14.2 is made for 15 amps. Well, 11 amps is less than 15, so the minimum size that we would have inside of a house would be 14.2. So what would 11.8 amps be? The equivalent to 15 amps. You don't want to go to 15. You put anything else on that circuit, you're going to max it out, and it's going to pop. So I would put all 20 of those on one circuit at 11 amps. That seems safe to me. There's no motor. It's not going to spike or anything else like that. That'd be 15 amps. Now, let's say you had more than this. Let's say you had 40 lights at 65 watts. So here we go. Phone with all the updates, you know. Okay, clear that. 40 times 65 is 2,600 watts. 2,600 divided by my voltage divided by 110 equals 23.6 amps. Now, 14.2 is good for 15 amps. 12.2 is good for 20 amps. Number 10, call 10.2, good for 30 amps. Now, why you would never do that? Number one, the wire inside of the fixture, it's only like 18 gauge. I don't even know why they even have it on 15 amps, 15 amp circuit. The wire is smaller than the breaker size. Considerably, the light could catch on fire before the breaker trips. You want to get technical about it. You would never put that many, you wouldn't have that many, or 2,600 watts, and you broke it down and it's, how many amps I say? 23 amps. So conceivably you'd put on a 30 amp circuit. Never. You'd never get that wire in there. It'd be a bitch. These things are made to only go under 14.2, 15 amp wire. So you would have to break that down. So you got your, how many could I have in here? I've got, there we go again, 23 amps. Maybe I want to go half of that. So then instead of 40, I go 20 on a circuit because I got 23 amps. That's what the whole load's going to be. It's like, no, that's too much. And that's at 30 amps. So what if, so I'd say, well, why don't I go, I'll just put that on half of that. So instead of the 40 on a circuit of 65 watts, I'd put maybe 20 of them. They sound a little tricky, but it's not. It's as simple as my watts divided by my current, or my watts divided by my voltage will get me that breaker size. And if it comes up to 20 amps, you've got like 22 amps, don't wire the recessed lights in 20 amp wire. It's a pain in the ass. And again, that wire is too big to wire into the breakers. It just is. Now the other thing is, so that's as simple as that is. If anything else, if you forget all of this, this will get you your values. Watts divided by your current will get you your voltage. Watts divided by your voltage will get you your current. So it's 110 volts. In trade we call it 120, or 240 instead of 220, stuff like that. Now as far as your plugs go, I make it a habit to put maybe 2 small bedrooms on a circuit. We don't have a determined wattage, the power of water. We don't have a determined wattage for our bedroom. We don't know what's going to go in there. Curling irons, blow dryers, computer, we have no idea. This is how you have to make an educated guess at it. So you kind of figure that out and you say, for me, it's about 10 to 12 devices on a circuit. So I do 2 small rooms on it, and each one of the switches is considered one, because that switch doesn't draw anything, the light does. So that's how I do one circuit, one 15 amp circuit. And why the new code says you have, not new, it's not that new, but any of the plugs in the bathroom have to be on a 20 amp circuit, they have to be by themselves. So they're not drawing off of anything else, blow dryers, curling irons, stuff like that, that will draw more power from that circuit, and then it'll max you out quicker.